Hello, Scott here, March 19th, 2026. Just going to do a quick overview of the 4-bar link electric motor. The motor's been taken apart and the diagram showing the major components. And this here is the overall diagram. Starting with the rocker arm. It's got a connecting rod that connects to a crankshaft, the top edge. 10 inches down, there's a 1-inch diameter by 2-inch long permanent magnet. And 4 3/4 inches below that is the pivot to the frame. Power supply comes from a variable frequency drive. Has a sinusoidal voltage output. You're able to vary the maximum voltage, and the VFD is also able to vary the frequency. The other portion of the electrical circuit from the VFD, it connects to a pair of electromagnets, connecting these in parallel. As the positive voltage comes in, it creates a north polarity on the electromagnet. As the voltage goes negative, it reverses and creates a south polarity on the electromagnets. That occurs in proximity to the permanent magnet. When it's north on the electromagnet, there's a north and a south pole on the permanent magnet. North attracts to the south, and then north repels to the north. And so the direction is consistently either pushing consistently on the rocker arm or pushing, pulling or pushing. So that's the diagram overview. I'll show real quick the electromagnets. I have a pair of these guys. They're homemade 14 gauge, about 240 meters of magnet copper wire, a 1 foot by 1.5 inch diameter iron rod times 2, mounted to a frame, electrical connections on each, and basically a little bit heavy duty electromagnets. So that's these guys. And the rocker arm here, as we said before, there's a connecting rod up here. You can see it. Yeah, it's hard to see. There we go. Connecting rod right there. Goes to the crankshaft. You can see me turning the crankshaft. All of this is attached to a frame. Fairly large frame. Sorry for the quick turn. And then there's the permanent magnet, 10 inches below the connecting rod and 4 3/4 inches above the pivot. And this needs to be reattached to the frame. So the pivot here, I've made the pivot rod rigid to the rocker arm. That helps minimize the amount of side-to-side motion. There is when the electromagnet hits the permanent magnet in repulsion mode, it creates a side. It has a little bit of a side force. And let's see, anything else? Got that. Rocker arm, crank arm, frame. Boom, boom, boom. Variable frequency drive. This is a power supply. It's an AC output. And that's that. And one other thing to note on the rocker arm is it's a 1.38 pound weight on that. Anyway, that's that. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.